If you're going to try to push a cartridge way like 10 times past its effective range, you want to attempt it with the best gear available. So naturally, I chose the Q Mini Fix, and I know what you're thinking, this looks like a 1,000-yard gun if you've ever seen one. With an overall length of just about 27 inches and a weight of 4 pounds and 7 ounces, nothing screams precision long-range rifle like the Q Mini Fix. All kidding aside, I probably have precision rifles where the barrel alone is longer and weighs more than the Mini Fix. I know some of you are going to be upset, but this is not the full review on the Q Mini Fix. We should have that out in the next couple weeks, but spoiler alert, it's awesome. Most importantly for this little stunt, the Q Mini Fix has a 1 in 5 twist 8-inch barrel. The faster twist rate is going to better stabilize the subsonic projectile, giving us the best possible chance to get a round on out to 1,000 yards. A huge thanks goes out to Shooting Surplus for helping us get our hands on a Q Mini Fix so we could bring this video and eventually the full review to you guys. If you guys are looking for Q stuff, Shooting Surplus is the place to go. They get more of it than just about anyone I can think of. I'm not sure you all have noticed, but ammo has become a bit of an issue in 2020, and Subsonic 300 Blackout ammo has become harder to find than a mainstream media outlet covering the Hunter Biden email scandal. I usually stay really stocked up on ammo, but I have to admit the Subsonic 300 Blackout shortage caught me a little bit off guard. Good thing Ammo Inc. came through with a few hundred rounds to save the Mini Fix review and leave us just enough to try to defy ballistic data and try to get a subsonic round out to 1,000 yards. I'm actually a huge fan of Stelth ammo and have used it quite a bit in the past. It is a phenomenal subsonic ammo. It has always been exceptionally quiet, clean, and it has always been very accurate as well, but we've never pushed it to these limits before. It was extremely cool of Ammo Inc. to send some of their 300 Black Stelth out, but we do have some regular shooting to do with the Mini Fix as well. So we can't spend a ton of this ammo on this 1,000-yard shot. It's either going to happen pretty quick or it's not, but hopefully that will make for a nice short video as well. Alright, so first thing we did was 0 at 100 and then take it out to 300.
8 on the center over top of the
300 yards really isn't any big deal. We've done this in every 300 Blackout video for the past several years. And for those playing along at home, we're at about 8.5 mils. Subsonic 300 Blackout is going to drop real fast. Let's move it on back to 700 yards and see how we do there.
You hit it.
The hang time on Subsonic 300 Blackout out to 700 yards is just ridiculous. 700 yards is actually way more achievable than I thought it would be. We had several shooters all put a couple shots on at 700. And for those of you playing along at home, we are at about 30 mils. Also, because we zeroed at 100, even with a 20 MOA base, the Leupold Mark V has maxed out at about 22 mils. So we're holding on the reticle 8 mils at 700.
Yeah, you hit it that time.
Let's back it on up to 1,000 and see what we can do.
Oh, just to the right of it, at elevation.
32 and 22 is
54.
In all fairness to me, I just think the numbers weren't computing in my head because they're so high. We're at 54 mils.
Right below it.
Left side.
Left side. Right edge, almost. I mean, you were right there.
top right, like
Right next to his head.
It's like right here.
Let's talk about making this shot just for a second. Like I said, we zeroed at 100 with 300 Blackout on a 20 MOA base. So the Leupold Mark V HD is maxed out at about 22.5 on the dial. You need to hold an additional 32 mils in the reticle, which means you have to make this shot on about 5 magnification. This is what the scope looks like as you look through it to make this shot. And this line right here is 32 mils. So this is actually what we're looking through, and this is what it looks like when we're trying to make that shot. That little white dot, man-sized target at 1,000 yards. Basically, on the first day trying it, we got so close a bunch of times, and then we had a bunch of no calls, meaning the spotter could not see where the shot impacted.
No call?
No call. Yeah, I got no call. No call. No call. Reviewing the footage from that day did reveal one good solid hit with Subsonic 300 Blackout at 1,000 yards.
Bottom right, like way down. Did she hear her?
No, but I heard.
Reviewing the footage later did reveal some of these weird dust trails, and I don't know how to explain this. I don't know if this is a hit or quite possibly the projectile falling behind the target, because they have to be coming almost straight down. It was bugging me that day that we were getting so many shots close and then a bunch of no calls. I started thinking, holding as high as we are, the projectiles are coming straight down, and most of these steel targets are at a slight angle, so when the bullet hits them, they deflect down. Also, to say Subsonic 300 Blackout is out of gas at 1,000 yards would be a severe understatement. We decided to go down range to see if there's anything else we might be missing. The projectiles were so underpowered at this range that you could literally pick them up off the ground. They were just laying in the sand. They weren't embedded or anything. You could just pick them up. Also, you could clearly pick up ones that didn't hit anything other than sand, and you could pick up ones with slight deformations on the nose. So does that mean they hit the steel plate and didn't mark it? I don't know, and I just couldn't be sure. What I was sure of is that I needed a new target. Something that would show an impact even if the projectile was severely underpowered. Also, something I could hit from the top side would be beneficial too. I came up with balloons. Oh,
To the left.
yeah, you're really left. Oh my gosh.
It was right next to it.
Right next to it, I can't look at the car.
Yeah, I knew it.
Boom!
Got it!
Golly.
Wow.
There you go. 300 Blackout, 1,000 yards. Subsonic, 300 Blackout, 1,000 yards.
Insane.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Dang.
It took a long time to get out there.
Well, there you go. With that set up, in less than 8 rounds between the two of us, we had 2 confirmed hits at 1,000 yards with the Stelth 300 Blackout Subsonic ammo, the Q Minifix, and the Leupold Mark V HD. I have to admit, I am pretty blown away. I didn't really think it was going to be possible to get hits at 1,000 yards with Subsonic 300 Blackout. So were we getting hits initially? I can't really say. I can say, using the drop we had come up with, it wasn't terribly difficult to pop the balloons. Definitely not saying it was easy though. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I want you to go over and check out Q's Instagram, Facebook, social media, or their website. They have been singled out by the ATF saying that the brace on the Honey Badger is not okay for whatever goofy reason they've come up with. But anyway, whether or not you have a Honey Badger, whether or not you like Q, this isn't about the Honey Badger or Q. This is the start of an attack on braced pistols. So if you have a braced pistol and you want to keep it and you like it, you need to go over and check out Q's social media, contact your congressman, contact your representatives, contact the White House, and tell them that this infringement on your 2A rights is not okay. And we also can't forget to go out and vote. Guys, if you like what you see here, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so YouTube may let you know the next time that we have a new video. We have got some really big reviews coming up. We got the Q mini fix in a couple weeks. You won't want to miss that, on top of a ton of other stuff. So go ahead and get subscribed. If you want to help support Alabama Arsenal, the best possible way to do that is through Patreon. These videos can be surprisingly expensive to make, and every contribution really helps no matter what size. There's also Alabama Arsenal gear available right below the video if you want to go out and represent. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Got it. Golly. There you go. 300 Blackout, 1,000 yards. Subsonic. 300 Blackout, 1,000 yards.
Insane.